to episode 10 of Wired Plus TV. I'm Tony and I'm the marketing manager here at Wired Plus. Now, in every episode of Wired Plus TV, we look to bring you marketing knowledge, insider secrets, and lessons that we've learned through the creation of Wired Plus. It's your chance to take a little bit of time out of the day to join us in discussion on the marketing world. Even if you don't want to join in, which you can do using the hashtag #TeaBreak, it's just a chance to take a bit of time away from your work and your desk and just to see what we have to say. Now, we also want you to share the word about Wired Plus TV, to ask us your most pressing marketing questions as well, and also to take part. Now, we're looking for marketers, influencers and business owners to help join in and take part live with our webinars and our episodes. If you do want to join in and start discussion with us, please send an email to hello@wiredplus.com. Now, in this week's episode, we're moving away from our usual format just for a bit of a change and just to mix things up a bit. My colleague Connor has been creating some amazing articles recently on some quite topical posts, and I wanted really this week just to give you a bit of a roundup on what he's been creating, just to spark a little bit of discussion within the Wired Plus TV community. So he's been talking about the Wetherspoons' decision to shut their social media accounts down. He's also been talking about the recent changes to WhatsApp and their age restrictions as well. And also a discussion on the sort of pros and cons of marketing automation. So first of all, first post that he's written this week was the Wetherspoons situation, as I mentioned. Now, if you've not heard and seen the hoo-ha about it already, they took the decision to remove all their social media accounts, which seems quite a big decision, quite a serious thing, because a lot of companies do rely on social media or think they rely on social media. Now, there's two schools of thought when it comes to the Wetherspoons situation. The first situation is there are the rumour mill, usual case. The rumour mill is moving, and there are suggestions that they have been caught up with the data sharing and potentially the Cambridge Analytica data sharing situation. As I say, it's pure rumour at this stage, so it might not be the case. But that may suggest why the social media accounts are being shut down, so they don't want to be seen to be using that sort of data situation. The second theory, which more than likely is probably the case with Wetherspoons, or at least I feel that, is that they were getting very little traction, very little interaction or engagement on those social channels. To be fair, they were hardly inspiring. They weren't putting a lot of effort into trying to drive a community spirit in those channels they were using as well, which obviously is a time drain on the even the biggest of marketing teams if you're not getting it right and you're not getting anything back from your audience. So looking at sort of the analysis that's been done of their accounts before they were shut down, there's definitely a hint that this was purely a tactical decision, just based on time and resource and the amount of effort in for return on investment back. So that's kind of my spin on things. There is the question though, did they give up the ghost on the accounts and are they just using that as an excuse to cover up for something that might be a little bit deeper than that? As I say, that is pure rumour. It's definitely worth reading our commentary on the decision though by clicking either on the link on screen or in the description below. Have a read of Connor's article and let us know what you think in the comments on there too. So moving on to the marketing automation debate, as I say, Connor's been discussing the pros and cons of marketing automation. As we know, there are some amazing benefits to be gained from including marketing automation, whether it's in your email marketing flows and programs, or whether it's social media side of things as well. It can save you an awful lot of time. It can help you get a lot more done with a lot less resource too. And it means also that you can run your marketing on autopilot, which means you've got 24/7 marketing department there to a certain degree. Companies are finding that the teams are more effective and can get better results with marketing automation of its various guises. But there is a deeper and darker side to marketing automation. although yes, it can save time and effort on doing things, is it removing the human touch from your marketing comms itself? And does that positively, or negatively, should I say, affect the work that you're doing and the messaging you're getting across, because you are sort of sending automated messaging out rather than reacting to people in real time? It's an interesting situation. We'd love to see what your thoughts are. So again, click on the link on screen or in the description below. Have a read through that article, see what your spin on it is. Let us know what your experience is with the marketing automation side of things, whether it is for email or for your social media channels as well. And join in discussion, see what we can come up between us as to whether it is a positive or a negative thing using automation all the time. So the third article this week I want to talk about is about WhatsApp and their decision to increase the minimum age limit for users on their channel to 16 years old in the EU, and UK obviously as a side of that as well. They're doing that basically for a GDPR situation. Deadline's coming up 25th of May. They try to get the house in order. They've updated the terms and conditions, privacy policies, use of data and that sort of thing. They've taken the decision to increase the minimum age to 16, and mainly that's around the situation that if you're 16 years old or above, you can give consent for your data to be used, especially with sort of WhatsApp and Facebook advertising and the links that they have. They want to make sure that people are opting in and can give consent for their data to be used, because a lot of their money's coming in through advertising from. If the user is under 16 years of age, then they have to go down the route of getting parental consent, which is the situation that Facebook are finding themselves in. You may have noticed if you use Facebook that you're getting pop-ups now to let you know about the GDPR changes and what that means to your data and how Facebook will use it. So WhatsApp decision is that they're going to increase the age limit to 16 years of age, which is really good from a compliance point of view. It makes it nice and tidy from that situation. However, there's kind of a situation that they find themselves in now where they've got existing users who could potentially just go in and change the dates of birth. They might get new users coming in who are just lying about the dates of birth. So it does bring into question how they're going to verify the age of the users now. That also brings into question the Facebook and Twitter approaches, where when they're looking for parental consent to use a minor's details, how do they verify that it's actually the parent that's given consent and not just, you know, the user themselves, the minor giving just false information and ticking a box anyway? So there are further questions to be asked of the social media channels, how they're actually going to verify that the data that they're getting is correct and they're not just being lied to from the users just so they can use that channel. So it is a double-sided sort of sword for them on that situation. So as I say, there are a few questions. You can find out a lot more about the changes on the social channels and how they're using data and their approaches by reading Connor's latest blog this week. Again, the link's on screen or in the description below. Please go to it, have a read through, see what the changes are from your point of view, see what your thoughts are on it. And let us know what you think about it and why you think that they're adopting these slightly different approaches across the board. So that's it for this week's Wide Plus TV. I hope that you've enjoyed our change from our usual format. It's been nice to mix things up a bit and not just to have the PowerPoint on slide format for you this week. So leave a comment below to let us know that you've called by. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel as well, because obviously we like to see that people are calling by and they're finding the Wide Plus TV and our video updates and tutorials helpful. So please feel free to comment and leave us messages on there. If you've got any requests for new tutorials or updates or anything like that, just leave a message, we'll jump onto it straight away for you. So thanks for calling by this week. Until next week, happy marketing. Bye for now.